In a far-off land, hidden away in the mountains, there's a cave. And at the end of the cave, there's a spring. And from that spring flows the most extraordinary, beautiful water in the world. People come from all around to bathe in its waters because its waters have a special quality. Its waters can grant miracles. They can heal the sick, the injured, even the dying. But they also bring with them a curse. For the goddess who weeps there has wept for 1,000 years, and those who bathe in her tears in her spring will only live for a year. For 1,000 years this has gone on. Every day, people coming to bathe in the spring, taking the goddess's tears back to their villages, only to die within a year of doing so. Every year, the goddess weeps, and every year, her tears bring both miracle and curse. Now one day, a young pilgrim sets out. He wants to find the source of the goddess's tears. He wants to know why she weeps, why she has been weeping for 1,000 years. The young man goes up to the mountain where the cave is, where the spring is, and he asks the locals about it. And they tell him the story, the legend of the goddess, how she weeps every day, how her tears bring both blessing and curse. The young man doesn't believe them. He thinks it's just an old wives' tale. He goes to the cave, takes a small vial, fills it with the goddess's tears, and runs away before any of the other pilgrims get there. He takes it back to his village and he waits. He waits to see what will happen. Of course, nothing happens at first. Days go by, then weeks, then months, and the young man begins to think that maybe the legend is true. Maybe the goddess's tears do have some kind of power. But then, 9 months after taking the goddess's tears, he gets sick. He becomes deathly ill, and he knows that he's gonna die. And as he lies there in his sickbed, he remembers the goddess's tears. He remembers the spring. And in a moment of clarity, he realizes that she didn't bring the curse, he did. By taking her tears, he brought the curse upon himself. So the next day, he sets out on a pilgrimage to return the tears to the goddess. He crawls on his hands and knees, dragging himself closer and closer to the mountain. And as he does, the sun rises and sets. Days turn into weeks, and the young man slowly loses his mind. Finally, he reaches the cave and he throws the vial into the spring. And as he does, he hears the sound of a woman's laughter echoing through the mountains. The goddess has been crying for 1,000 years, but now she laughs. The curse is broken.